Hey, what's up? Michael King here from Church with No Walls. Welcome to the Meditation Hub. And what I want to know today is, what is your vision for yourself? You know, we so often have elaborate visions for everything in our life. We make vision boards with cars and new equipment and ideal relationships and financial status and all these kinds of things, which is really cool. But something we often leave out is, what is my vision of myself for myself? Who am I becoming? How do I want to walk through the world? How do I want to experience the world? What do I want to contribute? What's the vision of myself? You know, so often this lack of vision of self causes stagnation or a sense of inertia or a sense of confusion that causes us to not take action, to not move forward, because there's no clear destination punched into the GPS. So we ultimately go nowhere because we don't know where we're going. And so what I want with this practice is to give you that sense of clarity, that vision of self. And this vision, I don't want it to emerge from a process of thinking. I don't want you to construct it with your mind, and I don't want it to be a replication of something you've already thought of. What I want is for this vision of you to emerge from something deeper than the thinking mind. Hey Bazzy, I want it to emerge from your inner being, from the wisdom and knowledge that already resides within you. I want this vision to just be a revelation of what's already inside of you, the essence of who you are. And so with that in mind, there's two parts to this practice. The first one is the breathing technique and the meditative side of things that is ultimately going to open up the space and connect you with your inner being, connect you with a sense of real presence and spaciousness and calm, so that then we can use the powerful practice of self-inquiry, drop a question into that space, and let this knowledge, this wisdom that's within you begin to emerge. All right, Baz, we're going to do a little bit of meditating, mate, so why don't you take Teddy over there. It's always going to be interesting when you've got a 2-year-old dog hanging out in the mix. And so I want this vision to emerge from within you. And so when we do get to the part of the practice where we drop the question or the self-inquiry in, see if you can just stay open rather than looking for an answer. Just stay open and stay present and see what comes up naturally and authentically from within you. That's the mission. And I think it's going to be a wonderful practice, a powerful practice, and it'll be about 20 minutes or so in total. As I said, we'll start with some breathing and lead into the meditation from there. The breathing practice itself will be focused on the exhalations and exhale retentions as they create a really calm, grounded, and stable framework through which we can explore this inner spaciousness of being and peace. All right. So let's do it. So go ahead and find yourself a comfortable seat for meditation. Take a few moments to make any last adjustments. So hopefully for the duration of the practice, you can be as still as possible. And when you're comfortable in your seat, go ahead and close down your eyes. As you close your eyes, let them be heavy and soft. And relax your belly. As you relax and soften your belly, let the breath be drawn a little deeper into the lungs, so as you breathe, your belly rises and falls. And once your breathing is relaxed and easeful, you can start to add in a count to the breath. So I'll start with a nice simple count, just 4 counts in and 8 counts out. So rather than counting, I'll just let you count your own breath. Now count around about a second per count. So 4 in and 8 counts out. And as you breathe, keep your belly soft so the breath is primarily focused on the lower parts of the lungs, which will cause your belly to rise and fall. Even just breathing in that way has a really profound effect over the nervous system, causing the nervous system to switch from sympathetic to parasympathetic, slowing the mind down, communicating a message of safety to the body and mind. 4 in, 8 out. And as you breathe, see if the breath can be a steady and even stream from start to finish. By ironing out any kinks or wobbles in the breath, we do so with the mind as well. We iron out any kinks and wobbles in the mind. The mind and breath are so intrinsically linked. So right now what we're doing is using the breath to lead the mind. When we extend the exhalations like this, the exhales are twice as long as the inhales. And that creates a calmness in the nervous system and the mind follows suit. So the breath leads the mind. And once you're established in that rhythm of 4 in, 8 out, go ahead and add a pause at the bottom of the exhale. And the thing with that exhale retention is it has to be calming. So either 2 counts or 4 counts. If you can do 4 comfortably, then stick with 4. Otherwise 2. So 4 in, 8 out, 4 count, pause, repeat. Maybe even notice just after a minute or two of breathing in this way, the body, the nervous system and the mind all calm down, relax and open up. When you do hold the breath out, in that space we call Baddha Kumbhaka, just let everything relax and melt into that open, vast space of no breath. So when you hold the breath out, you let your belly relax, you let your pelvic floor drop and release. Like all tension subsides and let's go into that space. So the breath is managed and controlled, but in no way stressful. Easeful and steady. And if this is comfortable for you, then see if you can extend the exhale retention out to a 6 count. So it's 4 in, 8 out, and a 6 count pause. 6 counts of just being in pure presence. No breath, no mind, just being. And practice like that for a couple more rounds. Keep your whole mind present with the breath. Use the breath as a gateway into a meditative state. And for the next few rounds, continue with 4 in and 8 out. But when you hold the breath out at the bottom of the exhale, don't count at all and just be in that space with no counting for just as long as you comfortably can. So in that space of Bayakumbhaka, let go of the counting and just be there for as long as you comfortably can without any stress. So you can let your mind melt into that space before the inhale comes once again. That's it, great job. Now make the breath a little more easeful, a little more gentle. So just 2 counts in, 4 counts out. And still that space at the bottom of the exhale for as long as you comfortably can. 2 in, 4 out. And just a pause in space. Then relax even more, so the breath becomes just a whisper. 1 count in, 2 counts out, and pause. 1 in, 2 out, and pause. And eventually release all counting. Let the body breathe itself. But now just watch as the breath comes and goes, effortlessly without you controlling or managing it at all. As you watch the breath, pay specific attention to that moment of space between the exhale and inhale. Maybe even notice as the breath completely relaxes, that space opens up a little more without effort, without strain, just naturally. And even see or notice that the breath emerges out of that space and falls back into that space. It's from that emptiness that the breath emerges and rises and falls and returns. For the next minute or so, just watch the breath rise and fall to and from that ever-growing space at the bottom of the exhale. And continue to allow the body to breathe, but drop your awareness down into that space from where the breath emerges. That opening between breaths. Drop your awareness down into that space. So it's like you were in the space. If you were to look up, you would see the breath rising and falling. From the perspective of just being. Just be. And into this beautiful, open, calm space within. Just drop the question. What is the vision of who I am becoming in this life? What's the vision of myself? Release the question. What is the vision of who I am becoming? Release the question, open yourself up, and don't look for an answer, but just wait. And just see what emerges now. See what your innate wisdom knows about you. Maybe it comes as a feeling. Maybe a picture. Maybe words softly spoken within. It doesn't matter how, just accept this gift from yourself as it emerges from the wisdom within. Great. Now ask yourself, are there any characteristics or qualities I can develop to support this becoming? Are there any characteristics or qualities that I can develop to support this becoming? Do I need to be more disciplined or less rigid, more easeful? For example. Once again, just let the answer emerge from the intelligence that is in you. What characteristics or qualities are going to support this becoming? And then finally, is there something or anything that I can let go of so this becoming can be ever more swift and easeful? What do I need to let go of? What am I ready to let go of? So this becoming can be more swift, easeful, and effortless than ever before. Drop the question. Open up and receive. And feel the three answers to the three inquiries, the three questions empowering you. Feel them with you. Feel them become you. And bring your awareness all the way back up so you're aware of the breath once again. Aware of the breath rising and falling from space, from being. Aware of yourself as embodied. And please bring your hands together in front of your heart and just bow inwards slightly. Just take a moment to offer some thanks inwards. For the vision of who you're becoming. Because you, my friend, are a gift unto this world. There's no doubt about that. Offer some thanks for the simple reminder that we can and we are evolving who we are to ever grander and ever more joyful expressions and experiences of ourself in this world. Gratitude for that. Lower your hands and gently lift your chin, and when you're ready you can open your eyes and come all the way back. Thank you, my friend, for joining me for this practice. Now you know what to do. You know what to do. If necessary, a little bit of journaling can be a great follow-up support for this meditation. So if you feel like that would be beneficial for you, then that can be a really great thing to do. Okay. Go be happy and share your light with the world, and I'll see you soon.